Alright boys, welcome back. Let's take a look at the dev notes they released yesterday. This will be coming to global next week. As you can see, there is a tier and it's actually insane. But the rest of the update is pretty mediocre. But this tier unit is insane because I actually think he works everywhere. And if this is true, he works in PvP and PvE. The Ragnarok teams and the unknown teams will be insanely good. And I think I can finally make a unknown team for Nidhogger then, because they will change some things on Nidhogger to make it a bit more easy. So we'll test it out with this team, of course, with multiple teams, and I will make the guides for you. But it's passive. It's actually like a festival unit. It's crazy. He's better than Bond. So yeah, that's pretty weird. And I actually think they might even nerf this guy because he's really strong. And if they nerf him, I'm gonna be so pissed because I really like the way he works right now. So for his passive, at the start of battle, it will give all allies that are from Ragnarok or unknown rampage. And it will taunt for 1 turn. So this tier will taunt for 1 turn. And for each specific ally participating in battle, those allies' damage dealt increases by 5%. So it's 15% for everyone increase when you run a full unknown or Ragnarok team. And your critical damage increases by 45%. But I think it's 45% also for each specific ally. So that's crazy increase for critical damage. I'm gonna see it in game. I don't know if it's like that or only 45%. So, and also at the start of an ally's turn, all enemies receive a 40% critical resistance reduction effect for 1 turn, which is also pretty crazy. And like I said, the specific allies are Ragnarok or unknown. And when using the Madness skill, attack power increased by 1.5% for each 1% of the HP that has decreased, up to a maximum of 50%. So the less HP tier has, the more damage he will do. That will be crazy. If you start second and they attack tier because he has the taunt, if they don't kill him and he has little health left, he's just gonna one-shot the whole team, which is insane. And then also increases damage dealt by single target skills by 15%. So that's a lot to take in, guys. This passive is huge. And I do think it works everywhere, as you can see here. So I hope so. But he also has a unity, like Roxy. Certain allies with the bond effect have their critical defense increased by 20%. Increase unity effect according to special move level, of course. And the specific allies are Ragnarok again and unknown. So you can put him as a link on Ragnarok units or unknown units. And their critical defense will be increased by 20%. So this will be a crazy unity for the collab character Ghislaine. Ghislaine is already extremely good, but with this unity, she's gonna be crazy. But I want to test out a team with the Ghislaine, this tier, and then Freyr with this new whole relic. And then maybe in the back Baun to do more damage. But I think that team is just going to be crazy. And of course I will test out the unknown team. Only unknowns with Ghislaine and him as a link. If she even tanks more with that link, she is going to be just unbeatable. Okay, and then his first attack card is a Pierce card. It inflicts pierce damage equal to 500% on a rank 3 of attack to a single enemy, which is very good. And then next attack is a weak point attack, also very good to do a lot of damage, and it's an AoE. So this is a single target skill and this is an AoE. It inflicts weak point damage equal to 185% of attack to all enemies. And its weakness 3 times damage to debuffed targets. So if they are debuffed, you're gonna do 3 times the damage. Pretty good. But I've already seen some videos about tier. And this AoE can actually one-shot on a rank 1. The whole team, it's so weird. So that's why I said in the beginning, they might even nerf this guy, because he's really strong. And he's not a festival unit, so I just hope they don't do it. I hope they keep him this way. It's very good. And then his ultimates. For 2 turns to an ally, increases attack related abilities by 30%, but I think it's to himself, or maybe to one of the allies on the field, but that's a bit strange, and deals cut damage equal to 525% of attack to all enemies. I think that's on a 1/6. And it's a sever ultimate, so the critical chance will increase, also very good. So I think this ultimate is gonna be crazy. If you run the right team with him, and you have him 6/6, of course, it's just gonna be one of the craziest ultimates, I think, in the game. But I will still have to test that out, so. But as you can see, crazy units, crazy passive, and if it does work everywhere, yeah, they did something crazy here. But I don't understand why they would make the festival unit less good than this one. I don't understand, but yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of the patch notes. So this will be the banner frontier. So it's a Ragnarok banner, but there is also Freya, which is pretty good. But unfortunately, Wedding Brunhild is not here. That's the only character I don't have from the Ragnaroks. So weird. She was on the banner from Bond, but I could 6/6 Bond, but I didn't pull her once. So yeah, it's also a 600 banner, which is pretty good. But I didn't notice last time when I was talking about Tristan, all these 600 banners are 0.5%. So I thought it was all 0.25, but it's only on a 900 banner, 0.25. But here it's 0.5, so it's always 0.5. Which should mean that you can actually pull in quicker, but I don't notice that. I actually pull quicker on the festival banners, the 900 ones, than the 600 banners. I only managed to pull one Tristan after 600 gems, so pretty weird. But yeah, pretty good banner nonetheless. And then we got a free card set. And it's a giant card set actually. So it will increase the damage dealt by giants by, if you have it maxed out, it will be 10%. And increases the defense related stats by 5% if under a debuff effect. So if you are debuffed, you will have an increase in defense related stats by 5%, and it will increase the damage dealt by giants by 10%, which is actually pretty okay. But who is running giants in PvP? No one. So this will be a PvE content card set. But as you can see, it's only 3 cards, and that's actually good. So you can put 2 more CC cards. Okay, and then we got Holy Relics, guys, and the Light Liz one is pretty good. Don't misunderstand me, but I thought it would make it a bit more crazy actually than this one. And the Freyr one is just insane. People are thinking it's not insane, believe me, it is insane. If you run Freyr with this Holy Relic, with the new tier, it's just gonna be such an insane team. So the Holy Relic from Liz, it will increase the damage dealt by 10% and reduces damage taken by 5% for each specific ally participating in battle. Which is insane, guys, because if you have 4 units on the battlefield, it will be 40% damage dealt increase and 20% damage taken decrease. Which is insane. And if you have only 3 units, like in PvP, it will only be 30% damage dealt increase, of course, and 15% damage taken decrease. But also it will remove the debuff from infect cards on allies before recovery skill is activated. So her skill, which is from her passive, once she uses 6 attacks, she will heal the team, and now she will actually cleanse not all debuffs. This is what I think is strange, but she will cleanse the infect cards. So you can still heal, which is pretty good, but in my opinion they just could have put cleansing all debuffs, but yeah, that would be pretty good. And as you can see, it works everywhere in PvP and PvE. But then Freyr's Holy Relic, guys, this is the one I'm gonna make instantly. For each specific ally participating in battle, the specific ally's basic stats are increased by 5%, and the damage dealt by single target attacks is increased by 5%. So if you have 3 units, it will be both 15%. And the specific allies are Ragnarok and Unknown. Oh, and the specific allies are goddesses for her Holy Relic, but also sins. So this was something I forgot to mention on her Holy Relic. But this Holy Relic, guys, with the new tier, is just gonna be insane. Insanely strong. In PvP, I think they're gonna be a switch up in the meta right now. Even if the Ragnarok team doesn't out CC, it doesn't matter. You can actually make it so that tier won't die the first turn. And that will be crazy because tier will just one-shot the whole team. Insane. So these Holy Relics I think are pretty good, especially the Freya one. And tier is extremely good. But the rest of the update, guys, is just sad. There isn't even the Ragnarok story, guys. They're just gonna open this last part of the tree. And in this one you can get only one of the coins to LR unit. Only one a week. That's really... Bro, what is this? You can only get 2 of these. Yeah, it's so weird. Why did they do this? I don't understand. But yeah, the final one is gonna come. So I will make a guide on clearing especially this highest one. So you can just farm it with skip tickets afterwards. And if you want, I can actually also make a guide for the strongest ones on this ones. Because some of them, like, I think this one is pretty hard if you don't know which units to run, because they will use an attack seal every turn. Except if you run, I think it's or one of each color on the team or all different races. So I'm gonna test it out which one it was. But so that will make it pretty easy. And this one, of course, I will make a guide on it. But then the costumes, guys. This one is pretty okay. I really like it. This one I don't like. I don't know why. They stole the hair from Ghislaine and the costume a bit from Escanor. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really like it. But yeah, you can really like it. It's not that. But this one, guys, I have to buy this one. I just can't. I'm not gonna put up the pirate hat. I don't like it. But this outfit is so nice because it makes me think about One Piece. And One Piece is my favorite anime. So of course I'm gonna run this one, no questions asked. And we got finally some costumes for Tristan. So the banner of Tristan is gonna stay a bit longer than they would actually make it. So people could now also spend gems on him because there are costumes now. But costumes are so bad, I don't like them. Yeah, maybe this one a bit, but yeah, it's bad. But also the unit isn't that great. It's just for goddesses actually. So yeah, if you don't run goddess team in PvP, don't summon on Tristan. And then we got some packs, of course. All these packs you can buy. This one too, pretty crazy. And you could choose, okay, you could actually choose 900 of one. Okay, weird. But this will be expensive. I think it will be like what? $100. They're crazy about the prices. I'm not gonna buy any of these packs, not even this one. I will have over 500 gems once the tier comes out. So I'm not gonna spend any money. Just for his costume, of course, the one I told you here. The only one I'm gonna spend money for, it's like $15, something like that. That's the only thing, but the rest I'm not gonna spend. But we got a daily login, guys, and we get a lot of these SA coins, which is pretty good. You get 20. And this is very nice. It's not crazy, it's not gems, but it's really nice though. It's always welcome to get those because those are really hard to get in game. And you have to, yeah, actually max out all of your units to get more box CC, so we really need those. And then a returning event, Freya's event. Just some card event to get some rewards here. Not the craziest. This is a part of the card set, the giant card set. Which are not that crazy, but 6 of those, 2 of those, yeah, that's pretty good. Here 5 again of those, okay. Seems really good. Not crazy, but still okay. Then of course a returning outfit and a returning boss. Pretty easy boss at this time with all the units we got at the moment. I'm gonna make a guide definitely to clear it as fast as possible with multiple teams. And you can only clear it 5 times a day, like you can see here. And this is the shop where you can buy another of these packs to get the card sets. And 10 of those, which is pretty good. 1 UR pendant, yeah. And the costume. But is it the same costume returning or is it a different costume? This seems to be the same thing, but I don't know. This seems new to me, it's so weird. But it might be the same costume returning from Brunhild. If you don't have it, it's pretty good to have, so. And then the Hog Pass event, but that's not for us. This Hog Pass event will be in like 25 days or something like that. And then you will get this Bond costume, which is pretty good. We can get the final weapon of Bond. Pretty good. And we got some nice costumes here, so I don't have him yet, so I'm gonna buy these costumes. Pretty good, okay. And then just some improvements, adjustments and improvements. But this is very important. This is what I was talking about. The balance adjustment for Nidhogger Beast Battle. Here it says Nidhogg, okay. Nidhogger Beast Battle. And the Beast Gauge in phase 3 on the first floor will be changed from 200 to 100. But the gauge, is it the gauge on the left side? Yeah, it will be the gauge on the left side, okay. But yeah, so what this means is actually a Pierce card rank 3 is gonna completely shred the gauge, which is insane. I don't understand why they would do this. The first floor wasn't hard, and actually the third floor wasn't hard either, because I have one of my videos where I explain my strategy for the third floor, and I could actually do it very fast. So I didn't have to stall anything, I just did it in 2 turns. If you want to see the video, I will pin it in the comment section. But yeah, you didn't even have to do it, so they didn't change it that much. I don't know if people are still gonna be able to clear it easier like this, because yeah. What is this? The amount of gauge decreased when using other skills in phase 3 on the first floor will be applied in the same way as using... Wait, what? So you don't need Pierce card anymore? Okay, yeah, okay, that's so weird. So every rank 3 skill will just shred the gauge. That's weird. Okay, yeah, that's a good change. First floor will be super easy then. And the infection effect applied in phase 2 on the second floor will be changed to a debuff effect. Red icon. Oh, that's good. That's good. So we can cleanse it. And it will only last for 1 turn, not 2 turns. This is good, guys. Because on the second floor, you had to work around everything a lot to not get debuffed before you heal. You had to heal before you get debuffed, that's what I mean. So they're gonna change it from a gray debuff to a red debuff, and it will only last for 1 turn. So if you have a cleanse unit, you can just bypass it. Okay, yeah, it's a lot easier actually. Even floor 2 now. And then the magic bead gauge in phase 1 on the third floor will be changed from 200 to 120. Damn, so my tactic is gonna work again. But yeah, you don't even need to do my tactic actually, because if you keep in mind, it's only 120 now, but also... Oh, it's only on the first floor, okay. So the Pierce card will still be needed to do the most on floor 2 and floor 3. That's weird. Why didn't they apply it for all 3 floors? That's so weird. I don't understand why they are doing this. But yeah, still some pretty good changes. I will definitely make a new guide. I'm gonna try several teams to clear at least the 2 first floors. And try to get multiple teams for even the 3rd floor. I hope I can do that, but I will definitely try it. And that was actually it. So as you can see, no Ragnarok character, just these fixes on the Nidhogger Beast Battle, which is pretty good. This is not for us this time. We will have to wait 25 days for this. Nothing special actually, that's so weird. No gems, no Ragnarok chapter. Yeah, a really nice costume here, okay. And a very good unit. But this is just a joke, guys. 1 weekly. This is a joke. Really. But yeah, And then of course this new tree that's gonna come out. But the great part of this update is of course Tyr is gonna be insanely overpowered, and the 2 holy relics. But like I mentioned, I hope they're not gonna nerf Tyr. If they nerf Tyr, damn bro. It's so disgusting, because don't forget, people are spending money to 6x this guy because he's so crazy. And if they're gonna nerf him, they're gonna give you like 300 gems. That's a joke. That's really so disgusting. So I hope they don't do it. They have to think and test those units out before they release it. Like Bond 2, they had to buff him. Not nerf him, but buff him. It wasn't that good. And now this Tyr is just even crazier than Bond. He's such a good unit. Crazy damage, so I hope they don't nerf him. But yeah, that was it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. See you next time. Peace out.